Welcome to Journal with Me and your angel messages. I'm Devon. If you're new here, welcome. I'm an angel intuitive and spiritual teacher, and this is part of my 30-day challenge to go live every morning while I'm journaling. And at the end, I pull some angel cards. We talk about the energy, and you're welcome to join me here. And welcome back to my amazing subscribers. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really enjoying doing this with all of you, and the goal was just to show you that it really doesn't take that long to develop the really healthy habit of journaling. Good morning, Heidi. And I saw your comment that you can see the cards better when I hold them up, so I'll do that again. Thank you for letting me know. I'm grateful, and I will definitely do that. It's been so fun to do this journaling with all of you, and I'd love to hear in the comments if you're continuing to journal after I go off. But even if all you're doing is, like I said, starting the day with a little gratitude, you're on the right path. Good morning, April. Good morning, Emmy. So I actually wanted to show you here in a minute how much fun I have with some of the custom things I do with my journal. So I'm going to show you. I'm waiting for a couple of people to get on, but I do these fun decorative things, and I was going to show you how much stuff I've collected over the years. By the way, this was an interesting thing while people are joining here. Good morning, Diane. These crystals, and I was trying to remember the names of them, but if you can see them, they grow in almost a cube form, like a almost like perfect cube. It's so cool, and I'm blanking on what they're called. Oh, thank you, April. This candle was given to me by a good friend of mine who also loves angels, of course. So these are like supposed to look like angel wings coming around, and she gave it to me for my birthday this past July, and I didn't know why I wasn't using it until I realized I was waiting to start using it. So the very first day I burned it was the very first day of this 30-day challenge last Friday. But I was sitting there in bed. I woke up again at my normal 3 a.m. hour to say my prayers and talk to the angels and meditate. And this crystal like flew into my third eye, like the image of it. And I was like, oh, you want to come on camera today? And then this one did. So I was like, okay, I'll go find you. So maybe we'll have to do different crystals too going forward. All right, so let's start off with the routine record like we do every day. If you have one in your journal, to go make sure we're checking in with our healthy habits. I always do it first, so don't forget. Oh, and I have a little confession to make. Yesterday, I checked off in bed by 10, and after I got off camera, I went, wait a minute. No, I didn't. I got totally distracted, and I was in bed at like 10:45 that night, and I just forgot because I'd been so good about it. But I just went and got some whiteout tape. So here's one of my geeky tools I was going to show you. I'm sure you've all seen it, but I always keep these guys handy, right? They're so easy to use. And then I just went, and then I went, whoops, okay, got to be in integrity. I did not go to bed by 10 the night before. And guess what? I didn't last night either. I was pretty close to 10. But I find that towards the end of the week, you kind of get a little, it's easy to get lazy on the putting yourself to bed routine, right? But I did get my workout in yesterday and all my other supplements that I do. And I did not get in bed by 10. That's okay. So, checked all those off. And let's see, how was my mood yesterday? Let's see. I actually was not productive yesterday when it came to like work stuff, but I was productive with other things that I just didn't really expect to be, like lots of extra journaling, lots of extra self-discovery. So it's still productive. It was just from a more internal reflection, because if you remember yesterday, actually, let me just double check. But I think wasn't the first card the Hermit. I wanted to make it easier to cover up my musings. So I've got some paper here. Yeah, that's right. We had the Hermit yesterday, King of Earth, and Ten of Earth. So I really, I took that to heart. I did a lot of extra internal reflection. I hopped on on the phone with a good friend of mine, Heather Exposito, if you all know her, and she looked at my chart for me, because, it's really important to get outside perspective on things when you're working through some stuff. And, that's the Wayne Dwyer quote that I always share that my friend Justin Speller shared with me. When you're inside the jar, it's really hard to read the label on the outside. So that's why having other intuitives as friends is so valuable, right? Because she glanced at my chart and she uses some different methods that I'm not as advanced with, and it was really cool to hear her intuitive / astrology take, and then that led to some more journaling. So again, I would say it was a productive day, but not productive in like check, to do, right? So actually, I'm going to call it peaceful because it is such a peaceful thing to sit and connect. I had a peaceful day, even though I still was running around. My younger daughter had to get her second round of braces put back on. She's already been through the whole thing, had them taken off, but she had to grow some more to do some more of the work. And we were there all afternoon. She was like, "Oh, Mom, please, no." I'm like, "Honey, trust me, it's better just get it over with now than, have them on in high school. You don't want to put it off." Yeah. So there we go. We have my routine record all set up there. I think there was something I wanted to mention with the astrology too before we started some journaling, because was there something? Just grabbing my honeycomb. Well, we had the moon go into Aquarius last night. And what's funny is it's kind of hard to know unless you use hindsight, but the moon conjuncting Pluto yesterday at in Capricorn at 29 degrees was right before it went to Aquarius, was the last time it will do that in our lifetime. That was the last time the moon will conjunct Pluto while it's in Capricorn in our lifetime, right? And then by the time the moon is back in Capricorn next month, Pluto will be in Aquarius for good. So you might want to just, circle this date on your calendar and just see if you can reflect back on the difference between how it feels to have the moon in Capricorn this week, which started on, let's see, what day did the moon go into Capricorn? I think it was on Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday morning. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week, you might want to make a note in your journal how that felt to have the moon in Capricorn for the final time that Pluto was in Capricorn, if that's something that interests you. So that was something I wanted to bring up there. And I'm going to sip of coffee here. Let's go to some journaling. We'll do some angel cards. How's everybody feeling on this Friday? Is it feeling a little lighter than it did at the beginning of the week? Or are you still kind of feeling buzzy? I feel a little buzzy myself. But that also could be the moon in Aquarius for me. But the little bit of time that we've already experienced Pluto in Capricorn, Pluto in Aquarius, I really liked it. But I am a Capricorn rising. So maybe it was just the fact that it was like relief. It's out of my sign for a little bit. All right. So we are on November 8th already. Wow. Thank you all for being here with me. And of course I do. Thank you, God, for today. Morning, angels and guides. I say that prayer protection. I say every morning to, start, and I shuffle the cards, and So if you haven't already, please make sure to download the prayer protection I have for free in the comments below. And there's 3 phone wallpaper options. You can put them on your phone, or you could just print them out or just have it handy. I'm going to do some angel cards here in a minute. I'm just pulling this over. Leslie or Leah says, I feel hopeful. Oh, beautiful. I love that. That would be a good mood to track. I think I did track hopeful for 1 month. That's why I give, in my mood key, I offer 6 moods to track. But I just found over time that I could usually get down to a core feeling. Okay, now I'm going to kind of make fun of myself here. You got to see all the stuff I've collected over the years. This is a bucket of pins and different colored pins I have. And the reason I have so many different colors is because, and usually I have them like, if I'm using them a lot, I have them in a stand. It's because of all the washi tape I've collected over the years to use in my journal. And I like to match the colors. See, look at all these. And then I have 3 of these that I've collected over the years, and you would think I would have Christmas ones, and I still don't have Christmas ones. The closest one I have is the, I think there's like a gold one that kind of looks like ribbon, but like I'm almost out of this one. I love this one, but can you see that? Oh, there. The problem is it doesn't stay as well. It's really pretty, but you kind of need the like thinner ones, because the way I do it is like I showed you in this one, I go to the edge and kind of fold it over, and see, it makes it look pretty, and it makes it able to flip right to the weekly planner. I've seen people do like different colors on every page, or they've done like an aesthetic where like the whole journal is like 3 different colors that they just rotate. But I just wanted to show you all that, because I do have like, I have one that has like pumpkins on it. I have some like summery ones. So yeah, this is kind of my secret fun to have all of those. If I see like one of the craft stores has them on sale, I'll like pop in there and see. So, and also you don't really want them to be too thick. You kind of want them to be like that medium size. I don't know, maybe half an inch. Otherwise, it takes up too much of your page. So just wanted to share that with you. Okay, let's get to some journaling with our angels. And what is the, actually, this is distracting. I'm going to move this out of the way. What is the first message we have today? King of Earth again. We had that yesterday as the middle card. Let me double check that it was the middle card, right? Yeah, it came right after the Hermit. So this is a beautiful progression of energy. I love it when the energy moves in the same direction. It feels better. So Knight of Earth. Oh no, we had King of Earth. Sorry, I'm read the card, Devon. Yeah, we had Knight of Earth. We had King of Earth yesterday. This is Knight of Earth. So, but it's still the idea that we have this Earth energy again. And it says time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel. So, again, this is where I don't want anyone to get too stuck on the words. I want you to see what stands out on you on this picture. For me, what stands out is that almost cloud-like color of purple in the back, the more violet color kind of towards the top. That really stands out to me today. That's not normally something I look at. I tend to look more towards the green. It tends where my eye falls. But notice whatever comes up for you. And when you hear that phrase, "Time to buckle down and get things done," what comes up for you? Have you been procrastinating on a project? Have you been needing to have a conversation and figure things out? We'll get more guidance here in just a minute. but I did want to encourage you to just kind of look closely there and see what stands out for you. All right, let's do a journaling prompt. Actually, we need to do an affirmation too. Leah, how about we use your amazing comment there? I think that would be great. Let's do I am hopeful. If you want to write that in the comments below this video or in your journal or both. I am hopeful. And I'm going to put an exclamation mark after that. I love that. And then we're going to start a journaling prompt. You know, honestly, I would like to go back to the basics, like we started on last Friday with the day one of this 30-day challenge. And let's say, angels, what do you want me to know right now? Angels, what do you want me to know right now? And if anything did come to mind with the idea of buckling down and getting things done, go ahead and write that down. You don't have to go into detail. There's a couple things that came to mind for me. I think one of them is I've been putting off, my daughter has been asking me for a week to start putting up Christmas decorations, and we go all out. So I have to start early just to like get them out, you know, and get them ready. So I think we're going to do that this weekend. It's a good energy for it. I was looking at something in my chart. I was like, I'll probably feel like doing it tomorrow. And then I need to research. Another thing I need to research is I need another monitor for my computer, and I keep putting that off because I haven't wanted to spend the money or the time to do the research. So that's what I'm thinking that is for me. But let's go on to the next message. We have the 8 of Fire. So that's the 8 of Wands in the tarot deck. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. All right, well, when you combine that with the time to buckle down and get things done card, I think that's a really powerful energy, because that way, you know, you're focused here. You're saying, look, I'm going to get things done. I'm going to honor my commitments. I'm going to be loyal. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. And then that way, as things start really picking up, I'm on track, right? Now, we did have, wasn't this the card the other day we were talking about? Pick a one, people. So it might be that you do have to be very thoughtful about what you're focusing on, right? So buckling down and getting things done is a focus energy. And it might be that these wands in the background just have to stay in the background for a while so you can deal with these that are right in your face, right? So we want to make sure we're taking deep breaths as things are happening more quickly. We're grounding ourselves before we're making decisions. And that can be really helpful too. All right, here we go with another card here. Queen of Fire, another fire card. This is Queen of Wands in the tarot deck. It's an amazing card. Confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So I really am feeling that for most of us listening, that buckle down and get things done actually has to do with a creative project. It's something you want to do. It's not buckle down and get the laundry done, get the bookkeeping done, which of course we have to do at some point. But this energy is telling me use today and this weekend, if you can, to buckle down on a creative idea that you have, something you want to do for you, right? I know a lot of us do creative work for others, but this is saying show the world your creative projects. So have you been wanting to sign up for a painting class? Have you been wanting to stop by the craft store and get some things to do a craft for the holidays, or just whatever, some fun stuff for your journal? but be independent in your creativity. I love that, right? One of the things that the angels have taught me over the years, and when they first said it to me, I honestly was like, that's kind of, I'll have to see it to believe it, but I have seen it over the years, is that we all have an audience waiting for us. And whenever people hear me say that, they might say, well, I don't really want to be on camera. I don't really want to have an audience. What I mean by audience is those who are able to have value out of your creativity. So you might prefer to do your creativity in private, like writing a book or painting. But when you share it with a loved one, a friend, a group of people, right? When you display it, there is an audience that benefits from that benefits from your light. So there really is truth to what they're saying, that everybody has an audience, but they're waiting for you to share your gifts with the world. And it's so powerful with this card here. I'm getting angel bumps. Every single one of you watching now and later, even on the recording, you are a light worker. You don't have to call yourself that. You don't have to do it professionally, but you were called to do this work with the angels for a reason. And so I really feel like the overall messages we're getting today are that, it's time to really shine your light in the world. It's time to really pick a wand. And this one right here, it is front and center. It's right in your face, right? So it could be that you have to decide to ignore these wands and just focus on this, which I feel like is you. It's your creative project. It's what you want to do right now. And then this energy, I'm still getting angel bumps. Did any of you have a chance to do the meditation with Justin Speller and me on Tuesday? If not, I encourage you to do it maybe this weekend when you just need an extra boost. During that meditation, I had this amazing pressure that felt gentle and loving and like angel bumps come down over my crown chakra and spread over my entire head. It was so distinct. And I've had that happen before, but I haven't had it happen while I'm live on camera. And I actually joked with Justin afterwards. I said, for a moment there, I forgot we were live on camera. I went pretty deep there. So it was interesting. But that was really fun. And it was intended to be, an evergreen meditation. And a couple of you were lovely and posted the timestamp in the comments. So I pinned one of the comments if you just want to be able to go to that. I did share angel messages too. And as a reminder, I go live Monday with detailed angel messages, and on Wednesday, and I have a huge surprise for you. April, are you still here in the chat? I probably should have said this up front. I forgot I was going to announce it today. Chris Reck, Minnow Pontero, chrisreck.com. He's coming back on my channel on Tuesday, and I am so honored to have him back. We had so much fun. If you missed the one we did, I guess it was about a month ago, we did all signs this time next year. Well, this week, we're going to do all signs your power during retrograde season. Good morning, Paul. So I'm super excited about this idea because we have so many retrogrades coming for us. And actually, I didn't even realize Venus will be retrograding as well. So I'm going to go over that with Chris, and we are going to talk about all signs and what is your power in the retrogrades. Heidi says, woohoo! Yay! Yes, it's so exciting. It's so much fun working with Chris Reck and April Sparks, who's here. Shout out to you, my friend. But it's a powerful energy to come together with all of you and empower yourself that these retrogrades are always for us. And I think one of the things Chris Reck and I tend to share in common is we get frustrated with a lot of the memes that imply because there's a retrograde, you can't do anything or everything's going to go wrong. And that's not the case at all. It can be a very, very beneficial energy. And of course, it is a beneficial energy. It wouldn't be there if it wasn't to benefit us. It's all in how you approach it and how you use it. So even with the cards we have here today, I feel like it's signaling, we're going to have an opportunity to really get some things done. And we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about the planets that are currently retrograde, the ones that are going retrograde, and then we'll go through each sign. And Chris Reck Minopontero will be pulling cards and for each sign, and I will be pulling angel cards, and we will be comparing notes. And yeah, so if you missed the all signs this time next year that we did, please go check that out. That was meant to be evergreen, so you could go back as much as you want. And then, of course, this Tuesday, we will be doing it again. And we will be doing it Tuesday morning. And I believe we're going to try to be live by 10:30 a.m. Central, the latest. So that's 11:30 Eastern and 8:30 Pacific. Diane Kelly says, so happy I have found this divine timing. Oh, thank you so much, Diane. Yes, divine timing indeed. So this energy is really encouraging you guys to make sure you are focusing on what your heart wants to do creatively this weekend, starting right now, all the way through the weekend. I'm getting that energy that it'll be very valuable to focus on what your heart wants to do. Of course, I'll be here for this 30-day challenge. And like I said, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'll have other lives that are longer. So excited to have Chris Reck, Minnow Pontero back on my channel Tuesday. And Wednesday, we were talking about 5 reasons to ask Archangel Gabriel to work with you. Connie says that all signs is on my list today, my first day of the week. Oh, I love it. Yes, as soon as I get it scheduled, you can go to my channel and hit the notify me button. You can already do that for the other 2 lives on Monday and Wednesday because I have them scheduled. I just need to get the thumbnail ready, and I will have the one with Chris Reck, Minnow Pontero, and me set up for you to hit the notify me button. But look at this energy here. This is amazing energy. Okay, so if you feel like continuing to journal, if you feel like, pulling your own angel card for clarification, actually, I'm going to do a bonus. Let's do a bonus card. I asked the angels that. I said, do you want to give me a clarification card? And I was feeling called to do it. We're going to do a bonus card. The wheel. Wow. This is your bonus card for staying to the very end. This is amazing. A time of positive change, which goes along perfectly with the pocket affirmation we did today. It says, Archangel Michael, a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. Oh, man. Leah says, I plan to make wands from cedar. Ooh, that's going to be gorgeous. I love cedar. I love the smell. I love that. That's going to be such an amazing creative project. I love it. So look at this Wheel of Time with this, because it even talks about things beginning to move at a fast pace. So we've got to focus. And, this is a really, really positive energy. Next week, Pluto goes into Capricorn for the final time. I'm sorry, Aquarius. It leaves Capricorn for the final time in our lifetime, goes into Aquarius on the 19th. Will we get to the 19th next week? Where are we next week? No, not quite. So it'll be the following week. It'll be on Tuesday, November 19th, that Pluto goes into Aquarius. But still, that's a collective energy of getting things done with other people, teamwork. So it's absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful for all of you being here with me. I'll see you tomorrow morning, probably a little later, but remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.